even want to do this, but something told me to come online and put into context that last video that I made. So the truth of the matter is this. I, like anybody, I say things I don't mean, or I say things that I don't mean to come out about me. I mean, fuck, I meant every last word of what I said in that last video, but there are times where even if you do mean it, you don't say it. And I know that I'm the type of person who will catch like mad static for the things that she says and does, but I'm also the type of person where even if I don't really mean what I say, I feel like I have to stand by it and accept the consequences of what I say and do. Like, with me telling people that I wanted to leave, I do want to leave. I want to get away from this family. But with me saying that I want to leave or I want to be sectioned, I don't want to be homeless and sectioned again. Like, nobody fucking wants that. And the thing is, like, I got the nice end of homelessness. I got the hotels and the daily meals and shit. And I still don't want that. But I feel like I have to stand by what I say anyway, accept the consequences of the things that I do, because the truth of the matter is that every single thing that I do that scares the perps or that makes the perps miserable, I get that shit back. So if, for example, the reason why that police officer did what they did on Sunday, started banging at the door, is because I was banging at their door. If there's anything that I do that makes the perps uncomfortable, then I get that shit back. So the position that I'm in as a targeted individual, I don't really have the choice of not standing by what I say. I've got to stand by it, because they're gonna, one way or another, they're gonna try to weaponize everything that I do against me. So even if I don't mean what I say, and I meant everything I said in that video, don't get it twisted. Even if I don't mean what I say, I still have to stand by it. I'm not like these people. I don't get the luxury of being like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. Oh, give me another chance. Like, let me stay here. No, I don't get that option. I don't get the option of taking back what I say, because then it puts the perpetrators in charge. It puts them in control. So if I say I'm going to do something, I better fucking do it and mean it. Otherwise, if I don't, then it puts the perps back in control. Integrity is everything to me. It's the only thing that actually gives me a sense of control. Not being in a comfortable environment, not being spoiled, not any of that. My integrity is everything, to the point where even if I say things I don't mean, I gotta stand by it. This is not a joke to me. Like I said, people are dying. Like, people have been murdered because of programs like mine. There have been people younger than me who have died, who have been driven to suicide because of programs like this, who have been, given cancer, strokes and heart attacks because of stuff like this. So, this is not a joke. It's not something that I'm doing to try to get to one specific group of people, or this is not a joke to me. And the thing is, the perps treat it as a joke because that's where they live. They live in abuse. They live in addiction. They live in not taking responsibility for their shit. But I don't live in that world. And it's not because, I'm better than anybody. I'm human just like everyone else. I'm human. Like, I want to be comfortable. I want to, just go and do my shit and come home. If it wasn't the case that I didn't want to be comfortable, a lot of people's lives would have been destroyed right now. Because the thing about talking about gang stalking is that when you reveal the truth and you expose the truth and you gain the evidence that weapons are being used against you, and you gain the evidence that this is happening to you and that's happening to you, when you gain evidence and you do reckless shit in order to obtain that evidence, a lot of people end up being thrown in the wood chipper. Okay? If I wasn't human like everyone else, there are a lot of criminals, like all the way to high up, that would be in the wood chipper right the fuck now. That's what I'm saying. If it was a case of, you know, they'd be in the wood chipper right now. Like, if I wasn't human like everyone else, forget ruined, a lot of people's lives would have been destroyed simply because of what I know. So, when I'm in this situation, as a targeted individual, I'm in the position where I have to stand by what I say, no matter what. And I know the perps are going to be looking at this thinking that it's going to be a celebratory thing. Oh, she's going to suffer. That means she's going to suffer now. Baby, I was always suffering. I was always suffering. This ain't nothing new to me. Okay? Fabian was always suffering over here. Ain't nothing new. Okay? So, makes no difference either way. I might as well just stand by the things that I say, even if I don't really mean them. Because I'm not going to be given a choice anyway. Integrity is how I maintain control. And once you have that, that's what makes you powerful. I could literally be on the street right now and be the most powerful woman in the fucking country because of that integrity alone. You understand? It's important. It's very, very important. When you mean what you say, even if you don't mean what you say and you stand by it and you accept the consequences, you could be the most powerful person in the world through that alone. I said I wanted to be rich, and I do want to be rich. I do want to be wealthy. But you don't need wealth when you have integrity. When you have yourself, and when you have, you know, your, what I call it there. You don't need it when you have your own personal moral and ethical code. You don't need riches. You don't need glory. You don't need fame. You don't need any of that when you have a strong sense of self and you let that carry you throughout your life. The most peaceful people who ever died were not the ones who were the richest or the ones who were the, you know, the most powerful, but they were the ones who lived by their truth the most. And I feel like it's very important for me to do that. So, yeah. That's something I feel good about. It does bring me peace, and it does make me feel good as a person. Even though this world tries to bring me down in so many ways, I can at least feel good that I lived by my integrity. Yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. You take care. Bye, my fellow TIs. I love you. Listen, if you guys are dying and being subject to cancer and subject to strokes and heart attacks and dying young and being driven to suicide, I can take a little bit of pain for you. I can do it. Don't worry about me. Bye-bye.